For XRP to go to $1,000, it's actually a lot more conservative than most people think. You've seen the theories, you've seen the crazy price predictions, you've seen the prophecies, you've probably even seen the gematria videos out there talking about XRP, but in this video, we're gonna run the numbers. And by the end of this video, it's not going to sound like a theory anymore. It'll sound like an orchestrated plan, all backed by facts. And with XRP sitting at $2.24 right now, before you completely write this video off, I want you to pay close attention to what I'm gonna share with you over the next few minutes, because by the end of this video, I'll also give you a conservative XRP price prediction for 2025. And some of the top altcoin picks that our research team has spotted that are poised to see the largest liquidity flows by the end of this cycle. So if you guys like making money online, if you like crypto, then comment 777. If you're feeling blessed, if you're feeling bullish, and if you're gonna become the first millionaire in your family tree, confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. Let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So in light of the breakout with the markets, with everything up anywhere from 10 to 20% in the altcoin market, we're going to kick this video off with a quick giveaway. We're giving away $100 worth of XRP. All you need to do to be entered in to win is follow us on Twitter or X at BullRunnersHQ. You'll see a pin post, and you simply like the pin post, comment XRP on the post, and then sign up for Blowfin using our affiliate link through the description below. You can actually get a 10% deposit bonus up to 50K running through the end of July if you go through our link. And yes, we do earn a small percentage of the trading fees, but that helps support value-based videos like this if you use our link. And winners will be announced in our daily email newsletter on Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can simply click the link right here, click the big orange button on the page, enter your best email address, and you'll be instantly subscribed so you can see if you won. Plus, you'll get access to our brand new book called Altcoin Secrets, the underground guidebook to become a crypto millionaire. Because to make your first $1 million in crypto, it's possible. You just need to understand the secrets and you need to have a proven strategies. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that you're going to make any money in crypto because obviously you're a very intelligent human being. I don't have to sit here and insult your intelligence. You know that it takes work and actual skill development to make money in crypto, but that's what we teach you and that's what you're going to get access to. So with that being said, check that out. Links will be below. Let's dive right into the video. This account right here, Gordon, Altcoin Gordon, said he had lunch with his friend who's a high up at BlackRock. He said the majority of his clients who have a $50 million net worth and above have been increasingly interested in crypto. Apparently there is some huge news coming regarding XRP. And then he says, we'll let you know when I hear more. Now, this guy's actually made some pretty good calls recently. He has about 746,000 subscribers. And the big news that's coming for XRP is this lawsuit closure. And that's the next major bullish catalyst. But if we look at the chart right now, with XRP transitioning from yellow to light green in the Bitcoin stock to flow phase, well, XRP isn't breaking out as much as some other altcoins, and it's still in a technical downtrend, putting in a lower high from the 28th of April. Now, if we pair up the chart compared back to the 2017 bull run, when XRP transitioned from yellow, we saw this sell off from 19 cents all the way back down to about 14 cents at the bottom of the screen within this zone of support, whereas XRP at the top of the screen in the current market cycle hasn't sold off to about $2 to $1.80. Like I said in my previous video, it's come relatively close to about $2.08. And as you guys know, the price doesn't need to move exactly to a price target or a price level of support. It's a zone. Whereas you can see XRP wicked at back here on the 10th of December, wicked at right here on the 20th of December. It even wicked below it on the 3rd of February, but then wicked right in the zone on roughly the 20th of February, the 11th of March, dropped below it right here on the 8th of April. So anywhere between like $1.60, you know, to like where we're at right now, a little bit lower, $2.10, is relative for XRP. So if Bitcoin's price experiences a pullback, I would expect XRP to experience a pullback still before experiencing a breakout to the upside. Otherwise, XRP is just going to continue to range sideways. Now look back here when the relative strength index, actually the stochastic RSI, reset down below 20 on the 19th of August. That's when XRP bottomed out at around 15 cents right here and then exploded above this descending resistance. And so we have seen a bullish cross below 20 on the top of the screen for the stochastic RSI. And now the K line's at 28, the D line's at 13. So we haven't confirmed this bullish cross back above 20, but this is actually a good sign that XRP is actually relatively close to a breakout of this descending resistance. Now, whether we break through this descending resistance at about $2.50 or get rejected from it, we will see, but the next zone of resistance is about $3 for XRP. So similar to what happened right here by the 23rd of August on this breakout for XRP, and then XRP came back down and just rid along this descending resistance as support. all the way until the end of September, bounced off of it, and then just worked its way through this range before exploding to the upside. I think the next major zone that we need to watch for XRP is $3. So I do think there will be an explosion for XRP because the stochastic RSI has reset back down below 20. We've transitioned from yellow to light green. But I do think it's going to take some time before XRP passes its previous high. And if we measure from roughly 15 cents from August of 2017 to when XRP finally did break out, it did over 2,000%. So that's a 20x. So if we were to see, hypothetically speaking, obviously it's not going to be the exact same, but the same percentage growth for XRP from where we're at right now, that would be about $47. Now, I've given you guys my price prediction for XRP for this bull run cycle, and that's anywhere between $5 to $30. I do believe XRP will go to $1,000 within my lifetime, but I think it's going to take a few cycles to play out. And here's the reason why. I thought this was a great post from Stellar News here, because it sounds insane to imagine XRP at $1,000 considering it could barely break back above $3 right now. And the market cap of XRP is already at $131 billion. Most people are thinking, well, how much higher could it go? 131 billion is really high considering, Ethereum's is at 250 billion. But the people who say that don't truly understand how much money and liquidity is actually out there in the market that Ripple is positioning themselves in to solve the largest liquidity problem on the planet. So if we look at Swift, which is the main company that banks use to send bank transfers, wire transfers, etc. Well, scenario one is just 10% of Swift's volume. They handle $5 trillion in transactions per day. XRP was literally built to replace Swift. And let's just say XRP handles 10% of Swift traffic in the future. Well, that's $500 billion a day in volume. So assuming modest velocity plus liquidity multiplier, that would put XRP between $27 to $50, and that's just a fraction. Scenario number two is what Brad Garlinghouse is talking about, replacing global Nostro and Vostro accounts, because there's $27 trillion of money parked around the world between banks in order for them to settle payments between themselves, because they have to keep a certain percentage of their own currency and the other country's currency in those Nostro and Vostro accounts. So what if XRP is used as a bridge asset instead, unlocking that trapped capital? Well, that would lead to massive liquidity flow. So even if XRP just absorbs 5% of that, that would put XRP at $80 to $100 just for solving one problem. Now, scenario number three is a banking license. As you guys already know, Ripple is licensed in the following US jurisdictions for their money transfer license in Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, the majority of the 50 states. Well, if Ripple gets a banking license, yes, they're hinting at it recently. It opens the floodgates to direct access to the Federal Reserve, custodial services, and with banks now having the ability to buy and sell crypto assets for customers and outsource custody execution with proper risk controls, who do you think these banks are going to reach out to for custodial services? Plus, with global lending, XRP becomes the native liquidity rail of an on-chain banking system. Now, scenario number four is the IMF World Bank adoption, with Ripple already working with over 40 plus central banks. The IMF, the Bank for International Settlements, World Bank, they all reference tokenized liquidity. If XRP is the standardized bridge, we're no longer talking about just a financial product. We're talking about monetary infrastructure here. And let's not even get into scenario five with the derivatives market, because the global derivatives market is around $1 quadrillion plus. Even if just 0.1% of this settles through the XRP ledger in the future, $1,000 for XRP, guys, isn't a moonshot. It's actually a conservative price target because the utility-driven demand for XRP skyrockets and liquidity math becomes non-linear. And so why isn't XRP there yet? Why isn't it breaking out? Well, it's simple. It's suppression, lawsuits, confusion, regulatory chess moves. They don't want the reset until the old system is ready to flip. The switch will be sudden. By then, the window for accumulation will be closed. And I explained this to you guys by screaming from the top of my lungs ever since June of 2022 when XRP was at 28 cents. All the way until literally November of 2024 at the last chance to accumulate XRP below 50 cents. And if you don't believe me, you could even go back on the channel and look at videos months ago. This video right here that I uploaded back in October, when XRP was at 51 cents, this is what I was saying. So what does that mean for XRP? Well, I talked about this, guys. We also look at the key indicators for XRP. Now, when the tide rises, so do all ships. Usually, the challenge here is that XRP is one of the most suppressed cryptocurrencies. It's like silver. Silver was one of the most valuable physical metals back in ancient times, and silver is one of the most suppressed currencies today. I see that as XRP as well, too. They're suppressing it for some reason, and also the key indicators show that XRP potentially hasn't bottomed yet because the weekly stochastic RSI is in a downtrend right here. We haven't seen a bullish cross take place where the K line crosses back above the D line. When we see that happens, in my opinion, XRP would be making a reversal. So I did talk about this and I'm very candid with you guys. I'll tell you when I think something's going down, and it looks like XRP is coming back down to retest this ascending support on top of this horizontal zone of support that we saw it wick off of from the 5th of August, the 1st of July, all the way back here on the 8th of April, the 14th of August, and all the way back here before it broke out to like 90 something cents. So I could see XRP coming back within this range before it's seen a bounce to the upside. Then XRP follows the rest of the market as Bitcoin's breaking out past its all-time high going into 2025. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm going to be accumulating more XRP. I'm probably going to sell my condo and I'm going to put it into XRP, and I'm going to put it into other top crypto assets that I see breaking out in the real world asset space, artificial intelligence, gaming, meme coins. And that was right around here, just days before XRP bottomed out around 48 cents within this zone of support. And on the weekly stochastic RSI, what did we see? Well, we experienced a bullish cross all the way down here below 20. And XRP reversed off of this zone of support and absolutely exploded to the upside, more than a lot of people expected. So I do think XRP is going to experience a major move closer to the ISO integration globally by November of this year. And I think we're just going to continue to range until that happens, which gives you actually more time to accumulate XRP, because a lot of people are complaining right now just because they waited until XRP was at $3 to buy it when they had 2 years to accumulate XRP, guys. Measuring from June of 2022 until November, you had 872 days to accumulate XRP. So the fact that you didn't buy any, if you were subscribing to the channel, there's nothing that I could do to help you out. And over the next few months, people are just going to sit there. They're going to watch. And then when XRP starts to break out, they're going to start FOMOing into the hype. And then when XRP peaks out this bull run and we go into a bear market, they're going to be like, I thought XRP was going to $100 or $1,000 this cycle, when they should have just subscribed to the channel and paid attention to what we share on the charts. Now, there will be other opportunities to make money in the crypto market, and our research team will be sharing those with you guys over the next few months, so that way you can be able to capitalize on opportunities before they explode. For example, our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1, 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses, just go through the link in the description below. Get in right now. Watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree, if that's a goal of yours. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.